Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I think the overall reason for violence in the school is pretty much lack of conflict resolution or lack of self-discipline. I think it's just, you can't, they don't have a moral standard that they actually respect. If you respect it, you will go by it. And I think it actually goes back to the home, which is the basis of of every single nation. I don't even think you should start with the school. I think the government should highlight the home first, actually. Because it's where the home where you first learn. The home was designed to be the basic building block of society. So you can't just help the school, you have to go back to the home in order to help the school. So if you just deal with this minute problem, you still have crime rampant. It just might not be in the schools. But, you don't want to just save the school and have the rest of the place neglected.
Like what they say they see in the community, that's what they would do. So when the students go there and they see what is happening on the streets, they will also go to the school and mimic exactly what they saw on the street. And students fight because of hatred. He's saying self-discipline. Students nowadays, they don't like to talk nothing over. And even they say that might sound corny, but I guarantee you, a person will be so close, but then they let that hatred come inside them and they can fight, and the two persons that fought was close and they just can fight because of hatred inside them. Instead of them two talking things over, at the end, that's when they're going to do it after they have done what they have done and they have faced the consequences. But still, you don't have to be doing certain things, and the students just don't know how to talk things over, sit down, actually think and realize what it is that they are doing before they do it.
Like my boy Chris said, he said it starts in the home. Let's not get them mistaken. It starts with the parents. When I was younger,
the parents are...
No, I don't want to say home, because home could be in your family life or outside in the neighborhood. No, I want to say the parents. Because when I was younger, my parents used to cut my behind. When I fight, I get spanked, and I was taught that I was wrong. You see, me and my brother always having problems. When we have an argument, she sit us down, make us talk about it, explain what the situation is, and all it comes from, everything starts from a misunderstanding. I mean, no one really has no hatred for anybody, but there's a misunderstanding, something being took the wrong way, and that's how fights escalate. Personal experience, when we in school, recently we had a fight in school. A young man came who doesn't go to, I go to COB, so a young man who doesn't go to COB came to COB, approached this young man about something that happened at a party last weekend. It all stemmed because someone told him that he said something about his girlfriend. So a bunch of hearsay, which actually wasn't even true, kicked off, escalated a big fight, which ended up on YouTube, ended up on Facebook, was being recorded.
Yeah.
Everybody saw it, you know what I'm saying? And all that because, you know what I mean? Someone hearsays, and they didn't know how to discuss that amongst themselves. They didn't say, hey, but did you say this? And be as a man and say, I believe you didn't say this, I believe you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I learned, I was watching one television show, and as he was bringing up, they don't want to say they do it. The person said, first, when you teach a child, and they steal a cookie or the cookie jar, the first thing in order for the child to realize what they did is to get the child to admit that they did what they did was wrong. So, they can steal a cookie or the cookie jar, and then, you got to pick them, they know they can face consequences. But then for them to admit that they did it, is something we should.
And most people don't admit when they do wrong, and that's where the problem really starts.
Are you serious? I disagree. I seriously disagree, because just because I admit that I did something wrong, that doesn't mean that I'm sorry, because that doesn't even mean that I've changed my heart or I will not do it again.
It might help the situation.
Yeah, I mean, just because okay, fine, I admit that it's wrong. Okay, fine, let me go do it again because I didn't get too much out of the story. I mean, and then it'll just keep on going until they end up in jail, and they're like, oh, so there is a consequence for my actions.
So you need early consequences?
Yes, I think it's early consequences, not early admitted.
Such as? Like what? Like what? Because I mean, everybody always having this big discussion, why violence in schools? Why are young people doing what they're doing? Give a suggestion what we should do with the young people when they fight. What should we do? kick them out of school, let them fight outside school? What should we do?
Well, all right. Okay, now I remember we were having a previous discussion about if police should be in the school. Now, if it escalates to a criminal offense where someone's life may be in, just so you know, fighting is actually illegal, first of all. So fighting in the school, that is actually a criminal offense. You should have, I believe you should, the punishment?
Jail? Should we put the young people in jail?
No.
For one fight, should we just send them to the correctional facility?
Well, it is up to the judge. I believe it's up to the judgment of whoever is in charge, the administrator. Now, if blood is shed, it is actually, you need to have the police. If somebody dies, you need to have if somebody is stabbed or seriously injured like that, you must have the police in there. I believe actually you probably should have the police, even if there is a hint of tension or somebody, if there's a rumor going around, well, this one is going to stab Tommy, you should have the police there to make sure, because even in the real world, outside of school, when you have a suspicion somebody might be killed, who do you call? You say, oh, I don't think that's going to happen. Yeah, you it goes well.
Well, I mean, Chris, you being homeschooled, so let's get a little idea from someone who's in school.
Right.
Charlene, tell me about what you think. You know what I'm saying, how do we resolve, how do we punish the students and make them, show them that it's wrong, make them change their ways, but also keep them in school to make sure they get a good education and build our nation?
Make it actually, instead of
Speak up a little bit.
instead of putting them like out of school forever and causing them to continue, make it either get them special classes or whatever to help them to learn their fighting and to like crime resolution classes
Or a different school.
I can
Sure.
at our school, when the students do fight, they send them to counseling. So, but then the student, when I asked her, and she said she's missed school, and right now we have classes, exams, so she's supposed to be missing school for counseling. And when I asked her if what she is doing helps, she said no, it only makes her mad more.